I would say it starts with the Cramps. Not punk rock music, but like that was like the first band I heard. I had to get into rock and roll and like Chuck Berry and Buddy Holly, and then that like kind of like blues-based stuff. That's what took me to the Cramps, and then that's what got me into the rest of like, you know, Black Flag. And I had to go like 50 years before and then come through. Because I never really liked punk as like a middle school, like teenage, like puberty kid. Like I just didn't. The kids like at the school like that liked punk and like that had like the circle jerks patches and stuff, like they were mean, you know, and like they were bad kids, you know, and like they were doing drugs and they were like getting fucked up. And I would skate with them because I've always been about skateboarding. I just couldn't get into their music with them, you know, like. But then once I got a little bit older, I always hung out with the older kids. So like when I say these punk guys, like, you know, these are high school kids like trying to show me misfits and all this shit, and I'm just like, dude, these guys are nuts. Like I'm too innocent for this. And then once I discovered the Cramps, that's when I was like, hell yeah, dude. Like if we're gonna do Plague Thunder, like that's one of the first like original influences for the band. When we first got signed to Epitaph Records, we had always done everything ourselves. Like I made the flyers, like everything, right? Set up our own shows and stuff. And then when they wanted to put a music video out for us, they like scrapped one together from like some live footage and sent it to us. And I saw it and I was like, this is whack. I just can't let this be our first big debut to like the world and the internet. And so I called my friend, who's like a skate like filmer friend of mine and my roommate. And I called my other friend who I know does like different kind of lights and stuff. And I was like, let's just get all of us together, let's lock ourselves in for 3 days and see what we can come up with before Monday. And that ended up being our first video for Black Sabbath Scriptures. So we ended up doing it on our own, you know? And then that video is super popular.
Mutated my limbs and gave me 8 eyes, bam, boom.